welcome to my cross-stitch Flosstube channel. This is episode 3. If you are new here, thank you for watching and welcome. And if you're not new and you're returning, thank you again for coming back. Yes, I'm Tally Cross Stitch here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Today is Sunday the 21st of August. And yeah, so I felt like doing an update for you guys. It's been about 4 weeks since my last video, so I thought here I am. It's a nice chill Sunday. The dogs have been walked. We've had tea already. We had an early Sunday lunch. So quiet house. Let's do a video. So today I have some works in progress to show you, 2 of which are new starts. I have no finishes. And then I have some haul. I have a lot of haul. I may have spent a bit too much money over the past month, but I can't show all of it because one of which is a really big box of magazines, so I'm not going to show all of that, but I'll show you my favourite thing that I found in that. And a lot of just searching through Facebook Marketplace and things like that, so I have spent a fair bit. I've also got some birthday gifts, cross-stitch gifts that to show you, which was also part of my haul, as my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, not long after my last video, my second episode. Sorry, I'm on a sweaty chair and I've only just realised I keep moving. So yes, that is what I'm going to go through today, and maybe a little bit of life update. There's not much to update on, but even so, I will, if anyone's interested, I'll do that at the end. If not, feel free to stop watching at that point when I get to that point. Cool, right, so let's start. We have, so let's do, I won't do new starts first because I want to show one of my new starts last. So let's put that to the bottom of the pile. I'm flying needle miners everywhere, so I do apologise for that noise. I'm sorry if it was loud. Right, so to start with, let's do my temperature tree, patterned by Stitchin' Mummy. Yes, so I am a little bit behind on this by a couple of days, about a week I think, but I'm essentially mostly up together. I have taken out the hoop, but I haven't ironed it, so please excuse the creases. I hope you can see it all right. There we go. So I will put in a picture of what it looked like before. So I think before I had finished stitching the August branch, but hadn't done any leaves, and I had just done as much of the July branch and leaves wise as I had got to, because it was still July during my last video. I am loving how this is coming together. I really like how you can really see the difference from the blues at the bottom, moving up to your pinks, and then we've got our oranges and yellows over the past couple of weeks where we've had this heat wave in the UK. It's starting to cool down now, thankfully. We aren't designed for this heat in the UK. We really aren't designed for it. We're definitely the sort of people who complain when it's raining, but also complain when it's too hot. We kind of need that middle ground. So yeah, so that is my nearly up-to-date temperature tree, which I'm loving. I'm not sticking fully to the colour patterns, colour charts that they give with that pattern. I've just chosen colours that I wanted to do, and I've gone from there really. I've scheduled out my own little key to that, and then I've been using kind of like variegated threads, but they're not like posh expensive ones. They're just a cheap pack that I got. You can probably see it a bit better if I go in a bit closer. With those purples and the pinks there, you can see that it's changes colour a bit. It's not so obvious with the oranges and the yellows, but with those purples and pinks you really can see that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with that. So that's my first whip that I've worked on the past month. Pop that down there. So the next which I've been working on is I have been joining in with the Cross Stitch Bunnies #9jars Sal. So there's 2 sets of jars that you can choose to do. I've chosen to do the festive jars for this Sal, but as I'll get into in my haul, I do hope to crack on and start the summer jars, the memory jars by Susan Bates as well. So these both are designs by Susan Bates. I am stitching mine on a pink and blue cloud-like 18 count Ada. And this is where I am so far. So I have completed the first two jars, the festive treats and winter woolies. And then this morning I did a fair bit of this jar this morning because we're due to do the next jar tomorrow, so I had to crack on and get this one done. And yeah, so I'm nearly done now. After I've done this video and got it uploaded, I shall be finishing that today. And yeah, then that's jar number 3 done. And then what I've been doing is big it for each jar, just to make it easier for me having to decide which one to do next, because you know what it's like, choosing what one to do is very hard. Making decisions. So I get my partner to choose for me. So I tell him I'm trying to keep it so that it's connected to these jars already. So it's just easier, so I'm not having to jump and move the hoop around a lot. So I'll ask him what one he wants me to do out of the one that's here, the one that'll be next to this one or underneath this one. This one's definitely collecting the tree or something. I will include a picture of what it will look like when it's finished into the thingy. So yeah, no, this was quite a nice easy stitch actually, this one. I found this one quite tricky, that first jar. But not tricky, so to speak, with the actual stitching, but with the back stitching it was a pain. This one wasn't too bad, but yeah, this one's been quite fun to stitch actually. There's quite a few colours in it, which has been quite fun. Yes, I've been loving that. So that is the 9 jars by Susan Bates, the festive jars. And if you are joining in, I'd love to see your progress. Feel free to put your Instagram down below in the comments, or find me on Instagram and send me a message. I'd love to see how far you've gotten. It's great to compare what everyone's doing. I know there is one other person who's doing this Sal, and they're doing both. They're doing both sets of the 9 jars. So instead of doing 1 jar every 2 or so weeks, they're doing 2 jars, which I think is crazy. Like, that's a lot of stitching. I've just about managed to finish each jar in the time. So managed to try and get 2 done, as well as wanting to stitch and everything else I want to stitch with. That would be quite a challenge for me, I think. So yeah, so that's that one. My next book that I've been working on is the Hello Petal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I started this by joining in the Sal at the beginning of the year, the hashtag Hello Petal Nice Spring in Your Step Sal, with Belushi Stitches and MRX Stitching over on Flosstube on YouTube here and on Instagram. So yes, I didn't manage to keep up with this Sal, as I mentioned in my previous video, due to trying to finish birth samplers and other little gift things that I was doing for friends and family. So I did get a bit behind. I still haven't finished it, but I've done I think I've done a fair bit on this since last time. I took this one to Gosport with me when I went to go see my family, because that's where I was raised. So yes, so on my birthday, I went down there and I took this with me to stitch on, because it's quite a simple, easy one to stitch on. Again, I've taken out the hoop. I haven't ironed it, so excuse the creases. So I'll put what it was before. And then this is what it looks like now. So I've done a fair bit of it actually. So I think before I had, try and hold it. I had done, I think I had that much and then maybe the odd leaf here. And then this time I finished the egg, finished some more of the flowers and leaves, and started and done majority of the little chick. So again, I would say I'm nearly there. I think I'm at least 2/3 of the way. Am I being optimistic with that? Possibly, I don't know. But yeah, I am loving this. It is beautiful. I do love all the trees that Caterpillar Cross Stitch have done. There's quite a few of the Caterpillar Cross Stitch kits that I like the look of, and hopefully we'll get around to doing myself. So yes, love it. Absolutely love it. So yep, so that is Hello Petal. Very exciting. And when I finished, I'm hoping to do all those 3 trees. And when I have finished them all, I'm hoping to frame them all in like similar frames, and then I can put them up, or might just display all of them instead of doing it. Because I was like debating, do I change them out each season, or do I have all of them out all year round for everyone to see? Just trying to find the space to put it, because I highly doubt my partner would be very happy to have cross stitch on every single wall. Bless him, he might just have to put up with it, to be honest. But yes, cool. So that is that one. And then I have 2 more whips I've worked on. They're both new starts. Both of them don't have much on them. But they're still new starts. There's still some stitching. So firstly, my first new start so I will include a picture of it here, what it should look like. It is the world map that it was about, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but definitely throughout the pandemic there was Aldi, a shop in the UK. They started doing these cross stitch kits, and this one just blew up. It was everywhere, all over Instagram, all over TikTok, all that. Everyone was trying to find it, and I couldn't find it at the time because I just weren't lucky enough to go get it, to actually go there and get there in time to actually grab it. But I did see on Facebook someone was selling one untouched. So I bought that a while ago, and I only recently started it because it's the one thing that my partner wants me to do, that he wants on the wall. So I have started it. I haven't done much, but this is as much as I've done. I believe this part is a bit of Africa. I think that's the top of Africa. Yeah, that's all I've done. You've just got my little needle sticking out. I don't think I've actually chosen a needle minder to go with this yet. I need to grab one. Yeah, so that is all I've done so far of this. To try and keep up on it and to keep my partner happy so that he sees that I'm actually doing it, is I have decided that I'm going to, so that I'm making sure I work on everything throughout the week, throughout the month, I'm trying to give certain things specific days to work on in the week. So far, I have chosen, so Tuesdays will be my temperature tree Tuesday. So I can catch up for the week on the week for that. Wednesdays I have decided for the world map, so it'll be world map Wednesdays. Haven't decided anything for Thursday yet. Friday will be my full coverage Fridays, because I'll get into a minute. I have started my first ever full coverage, but I'll get into that in a second. And then I think the only other one I've dedicated is Saturdays will be stitch along Saturdays. So my so the 9 jars at the moment is my stitch along that I'm working on. So yes, so that is what I'm trying to do, just make sure I'm definitely getting out and working on a lot more of my whips than just the one that I want to focus on. Otherwise I won't get barely any progress on any of them. So yes, so that one was the world map, and I am looking forward for that to be finished. I'm hoping my partner will be nice enough to actually get it framed properly, and then he can display it wherever he likes. I don't mind where he puts it. So yes, that is that one. And then my last whip / new start is the full coverage. So I shall put a picture of what it will look like here or here, wherever I decide to put it. I haven't sat in the right place. I should probably be sat over here, and then I can put pictures there. But I might just have to block my face, it's fine. So yes, this pattern, I absolutely love it. I fell in love with it the second I saw it. It is Villa Lorna by at Stitching Moon, Megan at Stitching Moon. She's been stitching on it herself, and the amount of progress she's been doing is amazing. It makes you it puts me to shame with the amount I've done, but I guess she's had more hours to do it. But it looks amazing, and I love the pattern, and I can't wait to see more of this done. So I've put in what it will look like, and this is how far I've gotten. It's quite big, and excuse how I've put this on this frame. I really struggled to put this on this frame. I've never used one of them before, but I'm hoping I can get used to it the more I use it. So if I can try and show you. So this is all I've done so far. So I've just done this top, it's the top left corner. This is my first full coverage, and I believe most people start on the top left corner. And I'm hoping, I keep changing my mind how I'm doing it. I keep saying I'm gonna go all the way across for that whole section, this whole bit, and then go down and across, or and then I change my mind and actually go, oh wait, no, if I go down and then it's easier and I can roll it up as I go. I don't know yet. I'll see how I go as the more I work on it. But yes, that is 2 Fridays worth, which seems not a lot. But yes, this is gonna be so pretty. I love it. I was speaking to Megan, and there's a few of us doing this now. Wow, I think 3 of us now. I say a few. Well, I guess few is more than 2. So sorry. Yes, so I was speaking to her about it, and I was like, oh, maybe we should start a sale. So if anyone wanted to join, both Megan and I and one other person, I can't remember, stitching this, feel free to use the hashtag Villa Lorna Sal. I'll write it down here, and yeah, I'd love to see other people's progress, and it's just nice, isn't it, to watch other people do the same thing that you're doing. Yeah, I love it. And then me and my friends recently, it's very, well, I say spur of the moment because it's not going to be till 2024, but it was literally, the idea came of our heads and then we booked it about a week later. But we have booked to go on a cruise to the Norwegian fjords in April 2024. So that's going to be fun. I'm very excited. And sorry, I got hiccups. And I'm hoping to have at least majority of that stitched by 2024. You would think, because about a year and a half till I go. Maybe. We'll see. My aim is to finish it before I go on that cruise. But I believe we are going to that same side that Megan at Stitching Moon, where she lives. So it'll be quite interesting to see maybe if we get enough time to stop off and explore. If we're going round that area a bit more, might be able to go and see the house in person, but not getting my hopes up on that too much because I don't 100% know where we'll be stopping off on the cruise and how long we'll have to actually explore just yet. But would be interesting to see actually if we could, but we will see. But yes, absolutely love with that. I'm hoping I might have some spare time today after I finish that jar to do a little bit more. I know it's not Friday, but I'm really excited to do it, so I'm hoping to get some more done today. So yes, that is all my works in progress for the month. Next is a bit of haul. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab that. It's down here. It's a bit of rustling. I do apologise for any rustling. So I will start with kits first. So I found, again, I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace a lot over the past month, and I've been finding quite a few things actually that have been interesting, and most of the time I've been looking for like threads, DMC threads to try and build up the collection a bit, less so kits than the threads really. because I've got quite a few kits already, and I don't, my partner keeps telling me again that I buy too much and I don't have enough time to stitch them all, apparently. But I'll show him. I'll get them all done, I will. Cool, right, so I'm going to show you the two that I bought a collection of stuff, and it was like £5. I got all this stuff for £5. I got, so if you can see up there's another one of those frames that I've used, the big one, like the big one, but smaller up there. I got 3 of those in that kit. I've also got, you'll see that little wooden thing there is actually a cross-stitch table. And that is what this was from, but I unhooked it. It's because it was like that, and I unhooked it because I thought it would be easier just to have that in hand, and I find it is a bit easier. But yes, I got that included in as well, and then I got a big bag, well, not a big bag, but I've got a bag of cross-stitch kits. I had a couple kits. I had this one here, which has been started, so I've got the pattern and some leftover threads. I think the reflection is too bad. So I got that in it. And then I got another kit, which is similar. So it's the same brand, so Nature's Kingdom. Counted cross-stitch kit. And it looks like they've all designed after these figurines, and they must do as well. So I got that, which is just the pattern, and then I got this one, which is an unstarted kit and has everything in it already, and it's this cute kingfisher one, which is quite cute, but these aren't the sort of things that I stitch, so I don't know if I'm going to sell them on, or if anyone likes them. Maybe if I get to a certain milestone, I'll keep it back and do a giveaway if anyone wanted them. And again, I'll probably give away the pattern to this as well if anyone wanted them. Because they're not usually things that I would stitch on, to be honest. Cute, but not my style. So yes, that was included. And then this kit as well included, all this is £5, all of this, which I thought was amazing. This one I will keep, and I think I will stitch. I love it. It is a full kit, Ada and all, and it's this cute Christmassy winter design, and I love it. I think it's so cute, and it's actually not that big either. Trying to think. Finished size 6 by 16 inches. Not too, I don't think that's too big, to be honest. So the artist is Lou Fuller, and it's can't see the actual name that they called it. Saturday Skaters. Oh, that's the name of it called. It says right there in bold on front. Saturday Skaters. And yeah, so it's on a 14 count Ada, and it comes with all the threads and everything in it. And I think that's so pretty. So I will be keeping this one, and I will be stitching it. Maybe I'll start it later on in the year. I don't think I'll have it. I don't think it'll be one thing that I'll have finished for Christmas, but I think it's something I want to stitch around Christmas. As Jolly July's already gone. I've already done that. I did my festive jars for Jolly July, so this is one that I might start end of October after the spooky season is over. Yeah, so I love that. But yeah, all of that for a £5, which is amazing. Yeah, so I say I spent a lot of money. Oh no, I did spend a lot of money. It's crazy. So that's the kits that I got. Next, I will do magazines. So I did say as well, it was quite a sweet moment actually. So again, I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I was having a look, and then there was someone selling a big box of cross stitch, so the world of cross stitch and cross stitch magazines, and there must be about 50 to 60 magazines in there with the kits, like the small little gifts that come with them. And some of them were unopened, and like it was quite lovely, quite a lot actually. And so I messaged the guy, and he was selling it for 20 quid. And I thought, well, actually, that's quite a bargain for the amount of cross stitch, for the amount of magazines that they had in there, and then coming with the kits as well. So I went there, and I turned up, and he hollered me in, and he was like, yeah, it's all in here. And bless him, he was telling me his little story of, you know, why he's selling these things. And most of them were his wife's, but she sadly passed away recently. And he asked me, actually, he said he couldn't do it. He struggled with cross stitching himself because he didn't have the patience to sit there and stitch it through. And he asked me if I could finish his the last thing that his wife worked on, and he said she'd done most of it, and it was just a border around the outside that he was asking me if I could finish for him. And I was like, well, of course I will, because obviously, bless him, it's quite sweet to ask. And yeah, so I did. So I include a picture here of what it was. It was a Eddie Stobart lorry. And yeah, bless her, she had done most of it, and it was literally just a little bit of back stitching and the border around it. So I finished that for him, and I framed it for him. I didn't do it professionally. He wasn't fussed about it being professional and stuff. So I framed it as well as I could. I gave it a good old iron, a good press, and I proper pinned that down in there. And yeah, bless him, I gave it to him. He was over the moon. It was really sweet. So that was my bit of stitchy kindness to this lovely bloke who I met over Facebook Marketplace. So I got a couple things. So I did that for him, and then yeah, I got a bunch of magazines from him, and it was really lovely. So the one thing I'm going to show you from that collection, because there was a lot, and I went through it all. I'm not going to won't be keeping all of those magazines. I think some of them don't really have anything in there that I'd stitch, so I'll probably again give those away to people who might want a specific issue. If there's a specific issue that you are looking for from either World Cross Stitch or Cross Stitcher, let me know, and I'll have a look and see if I have it, and you can have it, because yeah, if I'm not going to use it, then there's no point me keeping it. But yes, so the one thing, right, back to haul, the one thing that I saw in those kits, which in my eyes was worth 20 quid, is this. As you can tell, I love Rendell designs. I have 2 up there. I have more up there. Oh my God. I can't remember what issue this was. It was in a 2017 issue of, I think it was the World of Cross Stitch. And it comes with 6 Rendell designs. One of which, foxes are my favourite animal. Can you tell that foxes are my favourite animal? I love it. And then obviously, and then that duck. Oh my God, I love them. So I was very excited when I saw this. I literally ran out. I had them in the garden. I was going through it all, and I grabbed it. I went, oh my God, look, to my partner. And he was like, what? It's not that interesting. I was like, but look, it's so cute. Oh my God, yeah. I'm so excited. So I'm going to have to definitely try and do one of these. Well, try and do all of them. But I want to start one of them soon, and it will probably be the foxes. It will probably be the foxes that I start on first. I'm so excited. So yeah, so that was part of my haul. And then back to the jars by Susan Bates. So as you've seen, I've started the festive jars, and when I started them, I wanted to then get the next lot. I wanted to get the memory jars ready. And I know I think it was that Cross Stitch Bunny who mentioned before that she found the pattern for those in a previous magazine of Cross Stitch magazine. So I googled it, and it was. So I've been trying to find that one magazine just to save me having to buy the pattern. And so a friend of mine who also cross stitches. She doesn't cross stitch as much, but she does cross stitch, and she had a stash of magazines. So I said to her, I was like, can I come round? Can I just look through your stash and see if you have that one magazine? She was like, yeah, of course. So I go around and I look through, and she had the one magazine that I need. So yeah, on the back it has the memory jars that I really wanted to get. So once I've finished those festive jars, I know exactly what I'm going to start next. And I'll probably try and keep myself to once a month, do a jar once a month. I'm just trying to find the page with them on. I've clearly gone past it. I didn't think it was so far back. I thought it was in the middle-ish. Oh wait, no, here it is. Look at those. Oh, they're so pretty. That one is my favourite. Again, I think I've said, I said it on my Instagram earlier. Autumn is my favourite season. I am in love. I love it with the leaves falling on the ground. And it's all just nice and cozy and warm, and the nights get darker, and I love the feeling of sitting on the sofa with it being dark outside with a cup of tea and just chilling. When it's summer, don't get me wrong, I love summer and I love having longer days, but it gets at like 9 o'clock at night and it's light and you're like, I should be doing something. I shouldn't be sat around doing nothing. But yeah, it's one of those feelings to me. I don't know if anyone else relates, but I definitely prefer a cozy night in autumn. Chilling with the TV on and cross-stitching. So yes, I finally got it. That is the next lot of jars I shall be doing next. And I really, really hope that Susan Bakes will be doing some more. I'm hoping that, so obviously this is more of a summer set, isn't it, really? But obviously that one's a bit, well, actually, that's meant to be fields of poppies. Poppy field walk. Yeah. So this is more of like a summer set of jars. We've got the festive jars. I'm hoping for like an autumny one, like maybe a spooky season one, which would be quite cool. And then, so the next magazine I will show you that I had to buy because of it had the adorable, is there a picture of them? I don't know. The adorable hedgehog bobbins. I say that and everyone's now going to be like, yeah, it's that one magazine that everyone has gone to buy. Those bobbins here. That I mean, this is just the bonus. This isn't the reason I bought the magazine. As I'm sure everyone else has said, the reason that they had to buy this magazine was for Mr. Peter Rabbit. Dun, dun, dun. Again, I love autumn. I love pumpkins. Anything pumpkin, I love it. I try and grow some every year because every year around Halloween, or well, usually the second I start seeing them in the shops, I have to at least buy one while I wait for my pumpkins to be ready. And I make pumpkin soup, and I live off pumpkin soup for about a month and a bit. I love my pumpkin soup. So yes, I saw that and I was like, I have to have it. So I bought that. And I think I have majority of the threads ready for that. And then to move on to my next bit of haul, which relates to that, is I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and again, as I have been a lot this month, and I saw someone selling some Ada, and I got, so this, an 18 count Rustico oatmeal Ada. Trying to get a nice, so you can see a good colour of it. It's a bit lighter than it's showing on there. But yeah, this is 21 by 39 inches, I think. It's quite a big piece of Ada, and I only spent, again, I think it's like a £5. Yeah, I think it's about £5. Again, I got this for £5. And the reason I chose this one, because I thought Mr. Peter Rabbit would look really good on this Ada, I think. I know. No, I know. I think it will look really good. So yeah, sorry, it might cut out then. My iPad decided to tell me that it was full of storage and couldn't continue any more filming. So yeah, hopefully I've managed to edit that. Again, I've said before plenty that my editing's not great. But anyway, let's crack on. Birthday. So I got this for my birthday. Love it. So this is now, I now have all 3 of the Emma Condon design books. I was very jealous when I started seeing everyone getting it and I didn't have it. And then birthday came and I was like, oh, surprise, love it. I have been asking people, so a couple of my friends have recently bought houses and stuff, and I wanted to gift them like a little cross stitch each to design. So I've told them that they can choose a design out of one of my Emma Condon books and I will stitch it for them. So just having a look to see. So one of my friends has asked me to do the We Will Rise design, which I love. I saw at Cross Stitch Bunny, she's stitched this one already. She's actually finished it already, which is cool. And I love the look of it, so I'm very excited to do it myself. And I know she mentioned there might have been a slight typo in choosing the colour. A yellow, something about a yellow. I need to go have a look. I'll look back at my videos and just see what the error was, just so I can make sure I'm choosing the right colour. But yes, so yeah, I am very excited. I got that. I've now got all 3 of those. For me to stitch some more, you know, always having more whips. And then, yes, the last thing that I have bought. So I think I've mentioned this lady before because I've bought floss drops and I've bought some needle minders from her before. But I have bought my first ever grime guard. I have never used one before and I'm loving it. I absolutely love it. I think this is an 8-inch one. Yeah, 8-inch one, and it's just really pretty. Yes, so I bought this from at Jess Gets Stitching. She's on Instagram, as well as she has a shop on Etsy, and she does a few sales every now and then on her stuff, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I love her stuff. It's amazing. So yeah, I purchased my first ever grime guard, which I only have one, so I kind of move it from the designs that I work on that it'll fit on. So I had this on my festive jars this morning, and I'll probably put it back on there in a minute so I can finish stitching that. So yes, that is all my stitching, all my haul. If you don't want to hear anything about life update, feel free to head off now. And it was lovely. Thank you for watching and getting this far. Feel free to subscribe, like, do all the usual YouTube stuff. And feel free to go find me on Instagram, where I do a lot more regular updates. I only update here once a month, whereas I try to post a couple times a week. Try to on Instagram. And I've also recently decided to do the common threaded stitcher challenge thing this year. So I've decided to do that this year. So I'm just catching up because I literally realised it was on today, and I was like, oh, I've got a couple of days to catch up on. So I'll be doing the odd post throughout the day to try and catch up on that. So yeah, feel free to find me on there. So life update. So I had my birthday on the 30th of July. I am now 25. I didn't think it would be a big issue, and then I hit 25 and I went, oh my God, I'm halfway through my 20s. That's crazy. Next milestone is 30, and that's scary. But hey ho, just got to carry on. Just got to see what these next 5 years take me and see where I am when I'm 30, and hope you never know. So yes, I had my birthday. Other than that, I've just been working. I've taken a few days off to help look after some of my friends' children. So yes, I've taken a couple of annual leave days in which I went and did some pottery painting. I will include a picture of me trying to pottery paint an elephant, which was what I chose to do. Sorry, that was my cat running to chase a fly. Did some pottery painting, and then I had him again on Friday just gone, and I went to a massive inflatable assault course indoors, and I've never run so much in my life. I was very out of breath afterwards. These kids were running around going, let's do this, let's do that. And I was like, let's get chill, please. But it was good fun. I loved it. And then, yeah, other than that, I haven't really done much. I just caught up on Cross Stitch Bunny's Flosstube recently, literally this morning, and I was so surprised to see. But so me and my partner have just bought a new car. Because with the price of fuel in the UK at the moment, it's extortionate, it's mental. And even before this massive hike due to obviously world events going on, it was still quite expensive. So to try and save a little bit of money on that aspect of things, we decided to buy an electric car. And then we decided to do that. But then also, as well as save money on fuel, but it seems that's where things are going to be going towards in the future, more electric cars and things like that. And obviously you save on tax and your insurance. Well, we're hoping that should be about the same. Again, I've just turned 25, and in the UK, when you turn 25, your insurance goes down a bit because you're seen as more mature and all that lot. So they expect that you're less likely to have an accident. So yes, all that should be going down a bit. And so we decided to buy an electric car, and it was quite funny because I was watching Cross Stitch Bunny, Lauren at Cross Stitch Bunny, this morning, and she was saying that she bought an electric car, and I was like, oh well, I'm curious what one she gets. And she goes, yeah, so we've decided to get a Peugeot 2008, and I was like, oh, that's the one I've just bought. So I just messaged her and I was like, that's crazy, I've just bought that car. And she's like, oh, it's amazing. She says that it runs really well, and the price of charging it up, obviously it's a bit cheaper to charge it at home than it is if you use public charging points and stuff. But either way, it's definitely a benefit. She says she's definitely loving it, so I'm very excited to get ours. We have to wait until at least November for ours to be ready. So sadly, there wasn't a used one that was ready to go. So we've had to buy new and wait for it to be built and stuff for us to get it. So yes, I'm very excited. That was quite cool actually this morning. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to sync up. So other than that, that's really my life update, really. Spending loads of money on cars and cross stitch and having a birthday. So, yes, I will then, I think I'm going to leave this here. It's already, I think, about 40 minutes long, this episode. But it's because I like to ramble. As always, I like to ramble. But yes, I shall leave this here. Thank you for watching. I'll try and do another video in about a month's time. And yeah, feel free to, again, same as I said before, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, let me know things. I've had such lovely responses on my previous videos, and it's been really nice. It's just, I chose to do this just to speak to other new people about what we do, about the craft that we love. And it's been lovely, really. So yeah, definitely feel free to like, subscribe, find me on Instagram, have a chat. I'm always open for a chat. Yes, and I will see you in my next Flosstube in about a month's time. Right, see you later. Bye.